ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Fifth on the list, Freak.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Now here's Rondo. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pick up by Hill. George. And it comes off the front of the rim.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Nate McMillan address his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now George. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. He feeds it to Galloway. Cans it from downtown. Galloway's got himself on the board with three there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pacers trail by 17. And here's Rondo. Middleton right side. Doubled by McKnight. And Lure kicks to Middleton. Indiana moving it around. In transition, here come the Nets. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. And there's the feed to George. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's 7 points here for George.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Jack. 12 seconds left in the third. Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. Brooklyn leading by 8. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana, Hill is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's Turner. And there's Roberson. And it's Williams at the 1. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Williams. Turner's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pacers. Here's Mr. Clutch. He started by Williams. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And Miles kicks to Roberson. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Williams for three, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Feeds to Turner. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Some really terrific numbers for Turner. He has 8 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Takes a three, and the net's another three.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Pacers trail by 9. Rondo kicks to George. They set the pick. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Jack kicks to Young. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Rondo passes to George. Lets it go from deep. And the Pacers another three.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's McKnight. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Pacers trail by 9. And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kept alive. Rondo. Jack with the defensive effort.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
That drops. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
George having a fantastic. He has 12 points. He's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Jarrett Jack.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point. You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Mr. Clutch. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. That's good.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Middleton on the wing. Uncovered. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Chris Middleton.
We need to calm down.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Get some ball movement.
During
Run
that
something
break,
on the
Coach Nate
offensive end.
McMillan had some words for his
simple.
team. He wants
Slow
them to
down
pick it up
inside,
and really
run
go
some
for it
pick and roll
right
up top.
now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Lure with the rebound.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Here's Hill. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. And what a tremendous game for Hill. 15 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
The shot's good from McKnight.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Down low. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Lure.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. There's 38 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. .35 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And Hill over to help. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Connects!
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority. Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
And Lure kicks to Rondo. Dishes it to George. From deep. Hill passes to Rondo. And here's George for 3. Can't get it to fall. And the series has been won.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
Yeah, and so close. I mean, they can practically taste it right now, but it's not going to be easy. Those next 4 wins are going to be the most difficult of the season if they can get them. But no matter what happens, I think the accomplishment of winning the conference championship is something this franchise and its fans will always remember.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.